Hello everyone, fellow travellers. God help me. Oh, here we go again, fuck. I'm gonna sound really wonky today and raw probably, and I don't know if there's a lot of wind going on as well, and I'm going to move. Oh! Okay, bear with me guys. Hey, yes. Oh no. God, what the fuck. Try and do a video. I haven't done a video for 4 months. And I've missed you all, as in, you know, I feel you guys out there, I do. Right, this will have to do. If my arse gets wet, never mind. Oh, I just felt strongly guided to do a video today. I have not been able to do anything in terms of videos at all because I've been ill. Weird shit's been going down. I had a very strange, well, it all began with a kind of fever and headaches and bloody scabs in my nose and extreme pain in my neck, and there was a particular point in my neck, almost like a button, that I could push and it would reverberate throughout my entire body. All my organs hurt, my fingernails went blue, I was so weak I could not walk, barely, couldn't eat. I was sweating like you wouldn't believe. There were other things going on. It was anything. It was completely beyond ordinary. Completely. So I recovered from that slowly. And then about 2 or 3 weeks after that, I kept getting fevers, weird fevers that came and went, of short duration. That went on for about a week. And then I saw my naturopathic doctor via Zoom, had bloods done. And my iron levels are really, really high. My insulin levels are really, really high. And would you know that she's seen another client who also went through a really strange sickness and who is exactly, well, the same. High iron levels, very high. High insulin levels. And then they go down again. They will go down. It's very strange. And the Maverick effect told me, it said event logistic, and then it showed me the Ace of Diamonds, which then began to reverberate throughout my experience. I won't call it reality because that's fucking bullshit, isn't it? Like on a van, the Ace of Diamonds, or just a red symbol for the Ace of Diamonds everywhere. So I know it's meaningful. And then I had this weird vision as I was lying on the sofa because I've been very weak. I can't begin to really describe it, but I'm going to try and do my best. Basically, it was like an NDE, a near-death experience, but in reverse. And I know that some of you believe that near-death experiences are, it's all part of the soul trap thing, and yeah, to an extent I vibe with that, but this entire experience is, as in duality, which is a stupid fucking name for it, but there you go, it's paradoxical. So it is that, yes, but it's also not. And that's not for me to explain to anyone. I can't be bothered with any of that. It becomes really convoluted. You get the haters out, the people that just insist on staying in their psychological fear hell, where everything is bad and evil always wins and there's no way out. Good luck with that. That's just, yeah, that's entirely up to each and every person. But anyway, so I hope you guys can hear all this. I'm either going to sound really loud or you're just going to hear wind, and that's really annoying, but it is what it is. If this is meant to happen, this video, then it will happen. So, like I said, it was an NDE, but it was like in reverse. I went through my entire life from where I am now all the way to when I was born, in flashes, you know, like whoosh, 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 like that. Images, flashes, all of it, the whole thing. And then I was in this dark tunnel, and there was a point of light that I was, flying to. And then I got there, and then it was like sticking my head above a parapet. And I saw, well, they looked at first like stars, massive, yellow, crystalline light stars, but they were more than just stars. They were also magical objects or devices of some sort, and they were all there, and it was, the light was so bright yet diffused at the same time. It wasn't overwhelming, do you know what I mean? It wasn't violent, it was loving. That's the way I'd put it. You know, like in this fake bullshit realm, you get light that I've never liked light, electric light. I like a bit of darkness myself, as in it's penetrating, and it's a kind of violence to me. I don't like it. I like that light that is diffuse and soft and that flows and that is respectful. And this light it was incredibly bright, but it was not violent, and it was very respectful. And I was given a very clear sense of well-being, of powerfulness. But the powerfulness was that of incredible gentleness and purity. It was the true consciousness that resides in all souled beings, and we are of this place. Or, well, actually, I can't speak for others. I know I am. Put it that way, right? I was given to know that this is where you are from. You are not alone. We are always with you, and everything is going to be all right. There was more to it, far more, but I'm not going to go into that. Because it doesn't feel right for me to do that, but it was incredibly profound. And then, at that moment of knowing this communication, feeling it reverberate throughout my being, it was like an invisible hand pulled a veil across, and that light, that gentle yet bright crystalline light, that power, became covered with a murky veil. Murky. And all of a sudden I was back in mundane reality, unreality. In mundane unreality, in the in the insane, distorted, inverted corporate airport lounge that is this world now, right? Can you hear all the birdies? It's nice, isn't it? Shall we walk a little bit more? I'll just... So, it was timely because I've been so incredibly, almost some days acutely suicidal, depressed, terrified, because I've spoken about this many times in many of my videos, that there are two consciousnesses. And many years ago, something told me we are building a bridge of love between two worlds. Now, as you know, I believe that consciousness creates reality. Consciousness is the world. Which is why every single soul being lives in a slightly different world. Because it's your world, because you're creating it. But there is something lodged in our consciousness, I've seen this very clearly, that is not right. It's malfunctioning. You got infected as you entered your experience, your realm, your creation, ancestral programming. It's not even that. It's a disease. It's a sickness. Evil is a sickness. It is a parasite. It does not, cannot create. It needs your power, my power, our magic, our crystalline light to create. And there is no way there's no way whatsoever that I can ever encapsulate this, because it's totally beyond logic. There is no logic. Forget logic. Forget the laws of physics. Forget what you think is true or not true, or how things work, or how they are supposed to be, right? Oh, it's because it's paradoxical, and it's fucking forget it, right? Language. Oh man, because of course the dark side owns pretty much all the language. Everything is loaded. But it's all we've got right now in lieu of our telepathic communication skills kind of having fallen by the wayside. But they're still there. They're just kind of slumbering within us. We are dual beings for the time being, but we are leaving the fake consciousness behind, the disease, the hell contagion is what I call it, remember? This experience was never mundane anyway, not at all. And for those of us who have really introspected, like a complex mining operation with courage, and kept going and kept digging and kept asking the relevant questions and kept looking the truth in the eye, even when it was fucking terrifying and overwhelming, and kept choosing love, because it's very difficult to master this dark self, but you have to. By master I don't mean subdue or press down or kill. It's not a violent thing. By mastery, the dark self, I mean love, compassionate neutrality. Witness it, be present, let it wash over you. So it gets so bad, it gets so that you can physically not bear it. I know, I understand this because I've been there, that it's like you can't get out from under it. Have you ever noticed how when you are present, truly present, objective to your own mind, your own psyche, your own emotions, your own being, state of being, i.e. consciousness. Have you ever noticed how something dark feeds into you perpetually 24/7? It does this to all souled beings, but nobody is aware of it. Everybody plays the game of everything's fine, everything is fine. They are now panicking, saying everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine. Right? It is always there. I call it the dark generator or the black hands. These thoughts, these notions, they're not always words. They are feelings, they are cascades of negative, slimy, toxic energy that hold on to your trauma. Your trauma is like that socket in a wall that you plug a lamp into or a device in order for it to work. That is what your trauma is, and we are all in extreme complex PTSD. We have a completely insane person living inside of our psyche. And I mean completely mad, insane, self-hate, self-attack, complete agony, distortion, insanity, looping thoughts. There are no words for it. You get there, you will get there. If you're doing the work, you're going to get there, because that needs to be healed. I call it the passive-aggressive element. It's this evil always wins and there's nothing you can do. You're a worthless piece of shit and you don't have any right to exist at all. You don't have any needs. The way you function in this fucking whatever this is I remember many years ago there was a woman, I was walking by the beach, and there was a woman with a little girl, and I was on a little path with walls on either side, you know, these little walls I have here, whatever. And she grabbed her little girl, and it was like, get out of the way of the people, Susie. And it was like, wow, that's a case in point, isn't it? That is us. We are gaslit and manipulated in every imaginable way. We are abused and violated in every imaginable way, because it's trauma-based mind control, right? The rage that gets stored up into our cesspit subconscious or unconscious, actually it's in the unconscious, then it goes into the subconscious, then it goes into the conscious, then it goes into the superconscious. That is awakening, right? Spirit eyes, you see it all, you see it all, you see it, and you know what this is. And you know how to get out. Well, yeah? You're not going to be certain of that, which is why it's like jumping off a cliff. Because you're there thinking, well, this might not work, evil's so powerful, we're never going to get out of here. Which is why it's a leap of faith. But never fucking forget, people. Be present, be objective, and watch what it is that feeds itself into you, in that socket, in your psyche. That is the trauma-based mind control, the complex PTSD, the insane, self-hating, self-attacking part of you. It is completely insane with the pain, guys. And it's, you'll hate it. This is the convolution of it, where the part of you that hates you, you don't even know it's a part of you. You think it's psychic attack, and it isn't. Well, it is. It's a flying monkey to the dark side, yeah? The dark side is a psychopathic narcissist. And your trauma self is a flying monkey to it. So you don't recognize it as part of you, and you're not willing to accept it as part of you, and so you cannot love it, and therefore you cannot heal it, and you stay trapped in that catch-22. Repeating the same patterns over and over and over again, and not mastering the dark self. It can only be mastered by love, like strength in the tarot. She tames the lion through gentleness. Right? Yeah. It's... Things will happen that are profoundly threatening, terrifying, or that elicit all your hatred, your self-hate, your self-attack, your rage, your this part of you, this self-hating part of you, will tell you a shitload of really nasty, horrible, defeatist crap. It is how evil uses your fuel, your magic against you. It's why you're sick. It's why you're in scarcity. It's why you're living in the dark reset. It's why you're living in Dark City. Watch that film. Watch it. It's great stuff. Though the end sucks because he never gets out. And I don't believe that. We are two consciousnesses. We have hell consciousness and heaven consciousness, and if you're doing the work and you're walking through the darkest of the dark and you do the best that you can with that, letting it be transmuted and letting it clear, you're not in control, not really, you will begin to notice the shift. Yeah, you're a being of multiple personality disorder, alright? So you have all these aspects within you, all these different people. It is an insane asylum inside our psyche, there's absolutely no doubt about it. So the fear and the doubt are there perpetually because that dark, the black hand feeds shit into you. Oh boy, and it still has a hold over us. You're not going to be alright. You're never going to get out of here. Look what's happening to you now. Look what they're doing to you now. You're being tortured. You're being tortured. Oh, the rage. And this almost compulsive will to stay with that rage and that hate and that and now I'm never gonna get anywhere. I'm a powerless victim. I hate everybody. They hate me. They treat me like garbage. Oh my fucking god. Right? And when that's going on and you can't get out from under it and you're in it, then that's how it is. That's how it is. I've been there many times. Oh boy. It's like being in The Exorcist. It is, and I laugh, but it's not funny. It's not. It's like I said, we're insane with the pain. Everybody else around you that is invalidating you, saying, oh, there's something wrong with you. Look how ugly you are. How ugly. How broken. How damaged. You're mad. And it's like, well, actually, I'm getting saner by the day here, going through the madness, because look at them, right? I mean, I'm not talking about the NPCs here, the soulless minions, the mundane reality reinforcement officers. No. I'm talking about other souled people. They call themselves sovereign, but they're born-again Christians or that sort of thing, and they haven't got a fucking clue, and they're still queuing up outside McDonald's with their kids. I'm not judging, by the way. It sounds like I am. I'm not. I keep letting go, because again, that is of the dark consciousness. It's this, oh, look at them, and look at that, and look at that NPC over there, they're all doing it to me, or they're the scum of the earth, or this or that. Is it important? Do you think it matters? How do you feature in that? The true consciousness surrenders it all, because it's not fear-based. It's habitual. We've been in this here, and it's fucking wow. But when you experience the true consciousness, the true self, the sovereign self, crystalline light self, you will know it. It is peace. It is powerful without any kind of violence or any need to prove or any need to judge or condemn. The reason you do that is because you're afraid. You come across these weird people with weird eyes, black eyes, weird eyes and weird shit. And you have all that cognitive dissonance, which is the trauma-based mind control, right? So it's fear. It's, I need to know at all times what's going on. I need to do the risk assessment. I need to be afraid. I need to this. I need to that. I need to... Do you see why you're insane with the pain? Right? Yeah, you've had to survive in this... in that. Right? Constantly threatened. Wow. Targeted. Gaslit. Disease. Death. I mean, look, this world is beautiful here, yeah. But I was given to see, it said, evil is revealing itself, and it is. That's what it's doing. And then your shadow self, your darkness, will say, see, that proves it's one. And if you run with that perpetually, and you're refusing to do any kind of inner work and to self-master with love, i.e. heal your trauma, your shadow, your darkness, then it's gonna eat you up. You'll be lost in it. And you will come out of it at another time. Because that's how that works. You will, all souls will make it back home. I feel that. I have learned to trust my intuition, which is part of the guidance. It's always there, and again it proves itself to me. It's saying, do this, go there, and I'm like, yeah, but that don't make no sense, and I don't want to, and okay, I'll do it then. And then I'm utterly terrified, but then it works out. It goes against logic, but it works out. Because my mind is wired to mundane think, and there's never any fucking answers. Have you ever noticed that? It's like when I was really sick. I knew it was pointless going to see the quack as doctor, because they would just medicate the fuck out of you, right? Where your eyes are rolling in your head and you're farting purple unicorns, right? And they wouldn't have a fucking clue. They wouldn't have a clue. Not at all. So I just wrote it out. I'm still writing it out now, because this is all about something that is fundamental to it all, and that is sovereignty, which is a stupid word, because a sovereign is like a king or a queen, but you are the king and the queen of your own fucking castle, and your castle is your bloody consciousness, and your consciousness emanates this. You see, we have been completely compromised, right? Which is why everybody believes the system. You have this nefarious, filthy slime thing feeding into your psyche all day, 24/7. Oh, you got to expect the words. It's the only way to stay safe. And then, on top of that, you totally compromise. I've come across people like that. They have no self-determination of any kind. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Right? They've been totally eviscerated. Totally. Again, I don't know why I just... did that, I smiled, or whatever, blah, but you know, it's because it's horrifying. We have to come back to self-power. Sovereignty, to me, I call it self-power, but it's a state, the true consciousness of wholeness. And I'm moving in that now, I'm moving in that flow. So now I won't go and see the doctor. I did have to go and see the dentist because there's ongoing. But I always read between the lines and I always follow my intuition and it guides me. And and more now I feel my power, my self-power. Yeah, the dark side is there saying, yeah, but it hasn't manifested what you want. Ergo, it's me. Right? So yeah. I go with what is light, I know. And somebody, Brenda, hi. That song, Calypso, by John Denver. Beautiful. Brought tears to my eyes. I thank you for sending me that. I really appreciate that very much. It came at the right time. So, fantastic. It's interesting because I was listening to Kashmir by Led Zeppelin, another song that's meaningful to me. Don't particularly like Led Zeppelin, but I compared the energy signature of Kashmir by Led Zeppelin to Calypso by John Denver, and wow, it's like day from night. John Denver is just, there's something about him, he's beautiful person and beautiful song, and it felt so good in my heart and in my gut. And Kashmir felt dark and sinister, which is the Aleister Crowley thing, I reckon. And again, there is meaning in it, because it's like the you know, the yin yang thing. There's white in the black and there's black in the white and all that, because it's duality. It's fucking paradoxical. See, Mr. Sheep or Mrs. Sheep rather agrees with me. Sovereignty is where you know beyond any doubt that we must not put our faith and our life force into the people and the structures of this fake realm. We go within, we tune in to the crystalline light from whence we came. We are guided. We are guided. We do our inner work. We let go of judgment, of condemnation. We work through our insanity as best we can. I can't put it into words. I can't tell you how to do that. Yeah, it's not for me to say. Can you hear the water? There are two consciousnesses. We are going from dark to light. It's a journey of discovery right through the darkest night. And you'll be fucking terrified that it's not going to work out. The light doesn't have my back. It's not, no, things are not going to work out. The tower features very big here. You will be triggered, let's say. These are keys. I call them keys. Because all that toxic, all the trauma, the PTSD, the insanity, the self-hate, the self-attack, everything that evil plugs into has to be transmuted. And shit happens on a frequency level that matches it. It's like this matches that matches that inside of you. everything that's happened to me, that was utterly horrifying. That oh my fucking, like, oh, but it helped heal me. It did. You know, happy days. Oh shit. I'm in the swamp. Fuck. Right, bear with. Oh shit, oh fuck. Bollocks and arse. Oh, fucking typical and apt. Right. Yeah, happy days are no impetus for waking up from this insane asylum, right? Alright? Happy days ain't gonna do it. I sound a lot more robust than I feel, believe me, alright? I have truly fucking suffered dreadfully. And it's okay if you're out there, you're listening to this and you have really suffered, as I know some of you have. Some of you have. You think you've suffered and you ain't seen nothing yet. This is part of the reason why I didn't want to do a video for ages, because I just needed to be there for me 100% all the way, right? All the way. I had nothing to give to anybody. I didn't want to, I shouldn't have to. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Because it's like, hey, there's people out there who still go for walks and are still happy and they're still this and they're still that and then whatnot. And it's like, no man, no. Yeah, good for you. I ain't judging. But I was on my fucking knees, guys. Still am in many ways, you know, but it felt right to do this video. I did miss you all. I can feel you. When I do a video and I get your comments, I appreciate them so much. To know you're out there, to know you're doing the work, to know you're hearing me, and that in your own way, and in your own life, in your own experience, in your own way, you're doing this. Logistically, we are the gathering, we belong here. As in, I don't mean in evil or in hell, we belong. We are the ones that belong. We're not the interlopers, you know? We're not, well, we are the true consciousness, you see. We are the crystalline light, soul travelers. It's a logistics thing, I know that it is. It all connects. But it's all about transmuting everything that evil uses against us. And evil is just an external manifestation of an internal problem. It's a consciousness malfunction. I truly feel this. I'm not saying it's the truth. It's what I feel. That's all. No more, no less. But it's what I feel and I see it. It's a hell contagion, and it's made up of self-hate and self-attack, and then it creates something on the external that hates you and attacks you. It targets you, it harms you, it fucks with you in every imaginable way. Yeah. And through the ages, as it were, not that it's linear in any way, and that there is no such thing as time, that's just a fucking prison thing, but through the ages, through the layers, it's become more and more insane and convoluted, and we're now surrounded by, well, I don't know, the fucking Stepford Wives. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, man. It's and nobody's making any sense. Have you noticed that? People's conversations are, it's like, what the fuck are you on about? Hey? Oh. Everything lies within. Very much so. There is nothing on the external that is going to shift or change in any significant way by you moving a brick to another spot. right? It's all about the light reset. I've spoken about this many times, right? The dark resets have been, wow. It's like we're not living in the same world from day to day, right? And it's getting darker and darker and darker. It's also a stepping stone. It's also utilized because the light is very clever. It's infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence. If you still believe that evil's all powerful, you're not paying attention. It's very hard because it's all perception manipulation, right? Oh, look at that. Do you honestly think that evil's all powerful and there would be beautiful little flowers? There would be sunlight. There would be life. There would be anything good. That you would be there because you're a being of crystalline light. Did evil create you? Get real. It's gaslighting. It's perception manipulation. It uses trauma-based mind control, and you've believed it on an unconscious, subconscious level. Survival in hell has made you completely insane. Now you've got to transmute that. You've got to learn to love the enemy within. That is self-mastery. I see you. I feel you. I hear you. I love you. Over and over and over and over again. That is what love is all about. Healing, transmuting, let it clear. Oh. Do not judge yourself. Anyway, I think I'm getting to the end of this video now. I hope the wind has not interfered too much, that you can hear me okay. Guess I'll find out when I upload this thing. We are beings of light. Crystalline light. We are sovereign. We are self-power inherently. That is our true heritage. Okay? The light resets. Death is not meant to be anymore. Disease is not meant to be anymore. Perpetually cleaning shit isn't meant to be anymore. Cars, asphalt roads, shitty houses, governments, fucking the abuse of animals, everything's all fucking wrong. Wrong. What do you think the Mandela effect really is, guys? Okay, it's not. That is a wrong name. It's always been there. It's a natural component of this thing. It's always shifting. You're not even in the same body from day to day. So, well, do the best that you can. Do the best that you can. Right? Know this. You are loved. You are guided and you are protected. It may not seem that way as the tower happens and you're terrified. And the Black Hand is mercilessly, cruelly, sadistically feeding nasty shit into your mind every fucking day. And you go to bed. I mean, sleep? What's that? Right? Oh. Can you feel its hate and its rage? It's so angry. It doesn't want to be healed. It wants to stay in control. If it's so powerful, it wouldn't feel this way, guys, okay? everything would be just like, oh yeah, everything's alright, you know. We're all gonna die. And we have to pay our taxes, but that's fine. No. Anyway. Do not give up, soul travellers. Walk your walk. And when it's really, really bad and you're really... wow. And you think to yourself, I didn't think it could get any worse, but here we are. Then you let it wash over you. But know this, be present, be present, be present, be present, be present. Observe your psyche. Because it's all gaslighting, guys, and it's perception manipulation. Pay attention, do your work, don't give up, stand your ground, and love with abandon, love with the greatest, deepest courage you have ever loved with. Love yourself and stop giving away your life force to this thing, this construct that you're in. Right? Don't do it. Every time you judge, or every time you want to help, or you're feeding it. Stop feeding it. It will die. It's dying. It's dying. Do you think it's functioning well, do you? Look at it. No. Anyway, I'll call it a day there, guys. And, yeah. All my love to all of you.